Hey, how's it going, Saints? So, I had this prophetic dream back on the 22nd of November 2016, and I'm currently spending time with the Lord on this to find out what exactly does He really want to say about it. Now, it was a really short dream, but the message was pretty impactful at the same time. And so, in this dream, I was at this press conference, and the key speaker at this press conference was President Barack Obama. He was at a podium, and behind him was like this bluish wall, kind of like what you see in the picture in front of you. And he was speaking excitedly about something. He was excited about something. And so as I began to listen to him speak, he was talking about he's excited about the opportunity to have his name nominated for the presidential race, like that his name was added to the pool of those other candidates who could be selected to be the president of the United States. And I thought that was kind of weird because, right now, after 2 terms is up, that should be it for a president. But I know there's a lot of stuff going around on the internet about, Obama having a 3rd term, this and that and the 3rd, and the 4th and the 5th, whatever you want to say. But I'm not really putting too much focus on that because at the end, it has happened in history before, not in America, but it has happened in Russia where Putin managed to work his way into a 3rd term presidency, which was unheard of, but he made it happen. So stuff like that could definitely happen. And even George Washington, he was the first one to have more than 2 terms, if I remember correctly, in office. So it is not uncommon. But what was very interesting about this, about him running for the presidency and possibly going in for a 3rd term, he was giving credit or making mention of Obamacare, how there was some kind of stipulation in Obamacare which actually made the way for him to be able to run for a 3rd term. And so he's talking about some kind of stipulation that was in there, and because of that, it would permit him to be in the presidency for months. And I find that kind of weird to me, that because usually when you're a president, right, when you're nominated as president, you will run for office. Well, you will be in office, not run for office. You would be in office for at least 4 years, pending that you didn't get in trouble and get impeached for it and you were removed from office. So, a full term is 4 years. But he spoke about how something in Obamacare, some stipulation in there, which made way for him to be able to run for a 3rd term, would permit him to be in office for months. So he is stating there that it would be only for a short period of time. Now, I don't know too much about Obamacare, and I know that some of you or many of you out there have actually looked into this before. So if you have any insight as to what this could possibly mean, please feel free to share it. As for me, I'm still keep, seeking the Lord about this, but I won't think too hard into it. But it really just speaks clearly with the message of, him being able to run for another term. Like I said before, that it is not uncommon in other countries for some kind of loophole which permits this to happen. But on top of that, he kept putting it on the fact that Obamacare would actually make the way for this to happen. And it just recently, in the meeting that President Barack Obama had with President-elect Donald Trump, there was like a hour-and-a-half conversation discussing the matters of Obamacare, in which now President-elect Trump will not be removing all portions of it. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But anyway, if you guys have any insight on this, just let me know.